When you are in love, you act a certain kind of way, depending what you in love with. When you are in love, you act a certain way based on what you are in love with. With that said, you take a bunch of people who are slaves, who has been oppressed, and you free them from their oppressor. And when you free them from their oppressor, some of them are going to be free and some of them are not going to be free, because some of them are still in love with their oppressor, and some of them just want to be free. They're going to be free. So history repeats. God let the people out of Egypt, and they into the wilderness. God freed them from Pharaoh's hand, but they in the wilderness building a golden calf because their mindset is still back in Egypt. So we free these people from the United States of America, from their oppressor, but their mindset is still trying to be millionaires, still talking about the Benjamins, still trying to make the American dollar. Their mindset is still there. So they're not free, because they still want to be in a system that's oppressing them. They in love with the system. Well, other people are free. And they're like, I'm going to be in love with God. I ain't going to be in love with the system. Because God is the creator. And I have everything that I need. I have everything that I need. I got water. I got food. I'm covered up. I got everything that I need. There's nothing else important than water and food, and you're covered up. What else do you need? You got people that love you. You're surrounded by people that love you. You're surrounded by people that you love and loves you. You don't need nothing else. And there's some people that have side effects. Anytime you've been in slavery, or your ancestors been in slavery, and when you're out of slavery, you're still getting treated messed up. You're still getting treated like you're nothing. There's side effects to that. Side effects can go from generation to generation to generation to generation. So those side effects. If you called a woman out of her name over and over and over, and you treat that woman mean, or you treat a person mean and keep calling them out of their name, they start thinking a certain kind of way because you're treating them mean. There's side effects to that. That woman's going to have a side effect, or that child's going to have a side effect, or that man's going to have a side effect because somebody's treating them mean. That person now got low self-esteem. The person don't know who they are. You're making it hard and difficult for that person to live the life that they should live. There's side effects to that. Then that person might have a child, and that child might have side effects from the mother or the father. There's side effects, and you can't forget about the side effects. You cannot forget about the side effects. Yeah, it happened a long time ago. There is side effects. Side effects. Side effects of what happened. This is normal. And you got to treat those side effects. But the side effects and the mistreatment still is going on today. And you got to be honest with yourself. The system is not right. Something is not right about the system. Not only that it's not right about the system is affecting the whole entire planet. This people is affecting everybody on the planet. It's influencing everybody on the planet. Not only that the United States is putting its own people in debt, it's putting the whole world in debt. And you're influencing with the world with the things that are not godly. Now, United States know better. Anytime you say that you are a Christian, that means you know better. Anytime that you say that you are a Christian and don't live by the way of the Lord, but the fact that you say that you are a Christian means that you know better. You are without excuse. Why would you claim something and don't live what you claim? You see? So that means you know better. How can you be a Christian and create weapons of mass destruction, allow kids to destroy each other with guns? What type of Christian nation, a Christian person will destroy guns completely in their nation? A Christian nation cares about their citizens, cares about their people, and make things fair, will be honest and be truthful. A Christian nation doesn't act the way America does. Jesus would not, and you should know his disciples, because they should be walking just like as Jesus did. Does the United States walk as Jesus did? Don't be fooled, don't be tricked, because they're going to be saying, well, you know, it's the people that came over here. The people that came over here. Well, first of all, the people that came over here, you came over here with the killing. That's not godly. You came over here with the killing and guns. That is not godly. And you're still doing evil. You're still doing evil. You won't get rid of guns. You won't get rid of guns. In fact, I want you guys to separate yourself. Separate yourself from the wicked and judge the wicked. How would you fix it? Or can it be fixed? How would you fix it, and can you be fixed? In fact, the only way you can fix it, everybody has to turn their guns in and burn them and melt down their guns. You have to get rid of guns. You have to get rid of everything that is wicked. If you're not willing to do that, then the country needs to be destroyed. The country needs to be destroyed. And you guys know better. You got a church on every corner. Because you have a church on every corner, that means you know better. And because you know better, that means it needs to be destroyed. Because you have no one in your Congress and says, you know what, enough is enough. We got to get rid of these guns. We have to be a humble nation. We have to be a humble nation. We have to be a people who loves one another. You got a president who hang around with Ku Klux Klan. You have a president that surrounds himself with the Klan members. You have a president that surrounds himself with skinheads. You have a president that surrounds himself with white supremacy. And don't say, you know what, This is not right. That's not right. You don't do that. You don't have a president say, don't stand up and say, you know what? Don't do that. That is not, that those acts are not from God. Those acts are not from God, and that is not godly. You don't have a president that say that. And you support your president. You support wickedness. You don't stand against wickedness. So separate yourself. Separate yourself from the United States. Separate yourself from the world. And the United States is the world. Because everybody wants to be like United States. Everybody wants to come to United States. United States gives everybody weapons to kill each other. United States influence everybody. United States is the one that follows the devil. They're not following with Jesus. If they're following Jesus, you know United States by her ways. Her ways. And black people, you give a black person $20,000, $50,000, they do whatever evil. Whatever evil. It's like you glorify money. Black people, you can't glorify money. I'm a poor man, and I love being poor, but I am rich in love. I am rich in love. The devil got you. The devil got you when he knows that he can just pay you money and you're gonna do some evil for him. When you're willing to kill somebody for money, when you're willing to influence your own people for money, influence your own people with wickedness. You're doing cigarette commercials, you're doing alcohol commercials, you're putting yourself on television, you're making yourself be weak, wearing a dress on television just for the money. You don't care what children you are influencing, you're just influencing your own people with bad stuff. And they know they got you, so they can just offer you some money. And a black man just taking it, because all he cares about is money. He worship money. Money is his God. Who are you going to be in love with? You in love with God, or you in love with money? Are you in love with God, or are you in love with the system? If you love with the system, that means you have not advanced. You have not advanced, because if they free you from your oppressor, you're going right back to your oppressor. You're building a golden calf and you're going right back to your oppressor. So, separate yourself from the United States. Mentally, take your heart away from the United States. Separate yourself from the wicked. Judge the wicked. Is it fair? Is the United States getting better? Is the people in the United States getting better? Or does it need to be destroyed? Does it need to be destroyed? When I mean destroyed, I mean destroyed. Can't live in it. You can't live in it anymore. The nation's full of destruction, weapons of destruction. They just kill one another. People setting churches on fire. The children is corrupted. They killing each other. Television's corrupted. Everything is just corrupted in America. Keep it real. Be honest with yourself. Is it fair? Is it fair to say that the United States is just corrupted and it needs to be destroyed? But if you save them from your oppressor, some of them are going to be free Some of them are not going to be free. They're still chasing that money. They're still chasing that 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 the gold and all the things of the world. They still building that golden calf. They still out in the wilderness, going right back to Pharaoh, missing the things of Pharaoh. So that's what happens if you free them from their oppressor. They're still in slavery. Maybe, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope there's hope. I hope there's hope. I hope there's hope. There is hope. There's hope for there's hope in Jesus, and what we do is separate ourselves from the world, separate yourself from the United States, and judge the wicked. When I say judge the wicked, I'm not saying based on your own accord, based on the Word of God, based on the Word of God. Based on the Word of God.